This is a WANGFA News Special Alert.
Safety first, motherfuckers.
Hey yo, welcome to the Wang Football Association's 2020 Rules and Draft Lottery video. So today on the itinerary, what we got is first we're gonna tell you all the new rules. I'm gonna tell you how the voting went for all the managers because this is a democratic league, you heard. And then secondly, we're gonna go into the whole draft lottery. All right. So before all that, please rise for the national anthem. So now we're gonna go ahead and get into the rules. Let's do it. So, first on the agenda today, we're gonna be talking about the waiver wire priority. So, two options were the regular reverse order of standings like we had that last year, and a fab budget where you bid on the waiver claims. So, the result of this vote is 60 to 40 in favor of the reverse order of standings, just as normal. So I'm just gonna go ahead and run this down for you guys, just so like people like Dylan, who don't really have a lot of experience in fantasy football, don't get confused.
It's a phenomenal idea.
Yeah, so basically the way it works is every week, when every day waivers run, right? So let's say it's Tuesday, right? Monday Night Football just ended. Some of your players got injured, you're trying to pick up some guys, right? Someone just broke out, right? You see that big running back come out with a board, right? So there's 4 people trying to pick this guy up, right? So the person who gets the player is the person at the lowest of the standings, alrighty? So when that person picks him up on Tuesday, Then on Wednesday, the person who picked him up goes back to the top of that list. So then they have the lowest priority in the jump. You know what I mean?
Facts.
So that's basically how it works. If you have any more questions, you can go ahead and hit my line. Alrighty, so second, we're going to talk about the playoff format. So it was a pretty tight vote. 50-40 to 10. You know, I don't know what you guys were thinking, trying to get 8-team playoff in a 10-person league. Like, that makes no sense. Like, what do you want? Like, the 8 seed to go, like, what? Like 5 and
5
9
and a go crazy.
yeah, 4 and 10, and just like suddenly all their players break out. Like, no. So the winner with the majority vote was the 6-team playoff. This means that the 1 and 2 seed gonna get a bye. 3 plays 6, 4 plays 5. Winner of those play the 1 and 2. Winner of those get the chip. Basically how it's gonna go. So next, we're going on to a very big one, a very important one.
Huge.
It's league type. So prior to the season, we were talking about doing dynasty. But the more we thought about it, the more we decided that not only was dynasty probably not our best option, we should just put it up to a vote.
Swag.
So dynasty ended up getting the last place with a 10% vote.
It's not what the people want.
In favor, 50-40 was the keeper league.
Keeper.
So how we're going to do this is each team is going to be able to pick or keep 3 players from their team. Okay? So the way keepers work is the player that you keep costs you a draft pick, right? So this draft pick is going to be 1 or 2 rounds, we'll decide that, higher than when that player was drafted in the previous season. So like Christian McCaffrey's drafted 101, right? First pick. He cannot be kept next year because he would cost you a 0th round pick, which isn't even a thing, right? Let's say like who's someone like Leonard Fournette picked in the 3rd round, right? He will cost you your 2nd or 1st or whatever round pick. Undrafted players have their own separate rules that we can go over later. But that's basically how a keeper works. So we're just going to do 3 players. We're also looking to implement a steal a player scenario. Makes it a little more interesting. But we'll go over that later on in the season. So our 4th option, our 4th thing was defense and special teams. So like last year we did IDPs, individual defensive players. The year before we did regular team DSTs. And the other option was no defense. So another 50-40 to 10 vote, no defense with the 10%. IDPs edged out the regular team defenses 50-40, right? So what this means is that we will still be drafting a linebacker, a DB, and a defensive lineman. So we're gonna change the way the draft works a little bit this year, but I'll get into that later. Now we're going to the 5th option. That was kickers. 70-30. This one is a really big deal. No kickers again this year. We were thinking about doing kickers as a joke thing, kind of like 0.1 points, but you know, someone's gonna lose and then get really salty and say it's like, I don't know, rigged against them or something. I don't know who would do that though. Number 6 was the scoring format. We did PPR versus half PPR. We got rid of standard because no one wanted standard in the first vote. And by landslide, half PPR won. 80 to 20%. Nothing more to say about that. Everyone knows how that works. And number 8, league payout. So it's pretty split, but based on the way that people chose when they had multiple options, I think we're gonna end up going with $10, 100 total, 75 to first, 15 to second, 10 to third.
Cheap as hell.
I think that's how it's gonna go. But you know, this can be talked about more. But I think that's what we're gonna go with this year. And that's it for the rules. So let's get into the lotto. We're gonna get into the lottery. The way this is gonna work, I'm gonna pull a name out of the hat. We're gonna randomly generate a word, right? That word is gonna designate that specific card. I have no idea what's written on these cards. I don't know who's in each one. I don't even know like what Jack did to them.
It's on me.
You know, they have special names, so we're gonna get into that real quick right now. Let's go ahead and get it. Don't get it twisted. Don't get it twisted.
It's mad random now. Ain't no going back.
All right, so I'm gonna generate a random word. All right. Salvation. This one right here is gonna be Salvation. Shout out Salvation Army. Secondly, finna grab Patrol.
Shout out Paw Patrol.
One of my favorite TV show.
Rest in peace, Paw Patrol.
One of my favorites of all time.
Racist ass show.
Yeah, but it had shout out dogs.
Show.
Okay. Let's go next. Next word. Ballot.
Elections are coming up fast. November's right around the corner.
And make sure you vote if you can. Secondly, and by secondly I mean fourthly times 2. Link.
And a link with the boys.
Yeah, link up.
Yo, link.
You heard? Alright. Fourth, fifth, you know? Exceed.
Exceed expectations.
Your
Nike. Just do it.
Exceed.
2 E's.
Yeah, cause one E wouldn't be a word.
Not at all.
Next one. Emotion.
Boy, I know what to say about that one.
Oh, okay.
That's pretty normal word.
Yeah. Next word. PA. It's French.
I think it's pie. As in 3.14. 0.14. PA.
Quick maths.
French.
Yeah.
No, that has R's.
Yeah.
Next word. Close.
Gonna close them doors.
Don't cap.
COVID, man, got everything closed. Wear your mask. Wear your mask.
Yeah. One more word. And by one more, I mean 2 more words.
Yeah, I was about to say, yeah, there's one more.
Factor. You know why? Because we only spitting facts here.
You're taking that SAT, boy, you best know how to factor. A factor. You know what I'm saying?
Mars.
Quick maths.
Okay,
Last one.
flag. All right, so there are the 10 words right here for you. All randomly selected. I don't know who's who. So now, we're gonna go with a random picker, okay? So we're gonna write down each of these words, right? One, hold up.
I'll read the words.
Right. So the way we're gonna do this, we're gonna go the 6th slot. No, we're gonna go the 5th slot, then the 6th, then the 4th, then the 7th, then the 3rd, then the 8th, then the 2nd, then the 9th, then the 1st, and the 10th. Second, patrol. So, first things first, we're gonna go with emotion.
Emotion.
Second, patrol.
Patrol.
Thirdly, salvation.
Salvation.
Oh, I messed that one up. Oh. Fourthly, closed.
Closed.
Fifthly, PA.
Yeah.
Shout out my boys from PA.
Great state.
Sixthly, not emotion. Seventhly, sixthly, exceed.
Exceed.
Now we're gonna go with link.
Link.
Factor.
Factor.
Flag.
Flag.
Go one more. Yep, what's one more? Ballot.
Ballot.
All right. So we're gonna go ahead and randomize these. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go one at a time. So with the 5th overall pick, flag. Who will this be?
It's Not that.
Hold on, take a sip.
Alright.
Dr. Schnoolittle, you're... Shout out my boy Dr. Snoo. Yeah, otherwise known as Snoozilla, Snoo Smith Snooster, otherwise known as
Little snoozy bird.
Little Snoozy Bird, otherwise known as Gunna, otherwise known as Goonopoly, otherwise known as Commander Salamander. You know what he knows him as.
What?
5th overall. That was
You right at 5. Mad weird.
no, I didn't. I was like thinking about it. All right. 6th overall. We're looking for exceed. Let's see if exceed will exceed expectations. 6th overall. The CEO of Destruction, Mr. Coluca. As you guys saw in the intro, he'd be exploding. And let's hope he exceeds expectations this year because
He sucked.
Because I just want to point out, I made this wonderful graph if anyone wants to see it. Because we were going through the ranks of like who people put the managers on, and in the 2 years, Cole and DK are the only 2 people who haven't made the playoffs once.
They weak as hell.
And by Cole and DK, I mean DK actually made the playoffs in the first year, no cap. So then again, thoughts. So number 4, ballot. Ballot. Let's see what it is. Senorita Gay again. What up, my essay? At Dylan Kramer.
Let's get a good look at that.
Hey, Cole, take a good look at that one. He actually made the playoffs once.
This guy.
Yeah. And
He made the playoffs.
And you didn't. I had to explain how the waiver wire works strictly for him, and he still made the playoffs over you. Hey,
Kiss
can I
that
see-
ass.
Yep. That's number 4. Alright. With the 7th overall pick, Patrol. Let's take a look. Let's take a look. J-Rod Bosserson. The main man to my left in the video, to my left in person too. He's gonna be with the 7th overall pick. Yeah, yeah, so that's the 7. All right. In the 3rd spot, this is a big one. Factor.
Could they be a factor? Come
In-
playoffs.
Come playoffs. Let's see. Funland. Big dog. He's gonna have the 3rd overall pick.
Love that pick.
Hey, this is a big pick in the draft. That's one that everyone likes to see. Up high. Next is Salvation with the 8th overall pick. Salvation is going to turn out to be Poe Lover, last year's champion, the people's champion, Eric Davis.
You do be loving on them toes.
Yeah, shout out that fish too.
It's a nice ass snack.
So that's the 8th overall pick. Hate to see it. With the 2nd overall pick, this is a big one. This is a big one. There's some people here still left. And one of them is going to be Link. Big up Link. Number 2. I don't watch people eat. I'm vegan. So aka Lord Farquaad. Hit him up. Second overall pick.
Y'all think like DK look like Gilligan from Gilligan's Island?
Jay Pierce. Now, let's move on to the 9th overall pick. And that's going to be close. The 9th overall pick. We're going to open it up and see gunshots. Bow, bow. Mr. Watching the Stars. You know, Mr. Coronavirus. Mr. Bryce Nicholson with the 9th overall pick. And now there's 2.
Rolly got me stargazing. You know what I'm saying?
Rolling, got me stargazing. Sipping on bed, feeling like the Barbie.
Let's see who gets the first. It's PA with the first.
PA got the dub.
And Emotion is last. With the first overall pick.
No!
That's not good. The Cold Stone. That's your boy. That's not good. First overall pick. And that means the last overall pick is going to go to the man who I'm pretty sure got the first overall pick last year.
Yeah, he did.
Ryan Quinski. Go ahead. Show it to the man.
Quincy.
And for those of you who want to see, here is the list. We'll take a look.
Completely randomly generated.
First overall pick.
I'm just as pissed as the rest of
First
you.
overall pick. Andrew. Draft. Monday. Labor Day. Shout out our troops. September 7th. September 7th. Second overall pick. Pearson, which is Link. Third overall pick. Funland, which is Factor. Fourth overall pick. Señorita Gay. Ballot. Fifth overall pick. Dr. Little Flag. Sixth overall pick. CEO of Destruction. Exceed. Seventh overall pick. J. Boss Robertson. Patrol. Eighth overall pick. Toe Lover. Salvation. Ninth overall pick. Gunshots. Close. 10th overall pick. Ryan Quinn. Ski. Emotion. And so I hope you guys stay to the end of this video because there's going to be some important announcements for her. So we're going to announce the official date. I'll go ahead and give you guys the info later too. But the official date for the draft, Monday, Labor Day, shout out our troops, September 7th. September 7th is going to be the date. Time is tentative right now, probably going to start in the morning. There's going to be some food. It's going to be ran similar to how it was last year. So, yeah. Also, if you need to hit me, hit my line if you got a co-manager, because I need to implement them into the system, right? And I'm pretty sure that's all it.
I think we good.
I think we good. Hey, catch you on the flip side. Deuces.
The WANGFA thanks you for watching this presentation. Good luck in the season ahead.